My name is Wendy Pfeiffer, and I am the CIO at Nutanix. CIO stands for Chief Information Officer. I'm the person responsible for all of the technology implementation that helps employees and helps the company. I was born in San Jose, California. I'm a fifth-generation Californian. It just basically means that my ancestors worked in the fields harvesting fruit, and I am the first generation of my family to graduate from college. I went to many universities in my 8.5-year journey to get a BS in accounting because I finally could do the math. Turns out it's a lot of pluses and minuses, which were right up my alley. One of the hardest things I've ever done is be a mother, is have children and give birth and raise those kids and be in their spotlight every day. I'm a much better human being now than I was before, because I'm trying to be the best version of myself. I'm trying to be focused, and I'm trying to have a career that when my kids' friends talk about it, they understand it, they admire it, they think it's good. And so learning to be balanced and not be too hard on myself is an example of one of the things I'm learning along the way as I'm being both a parent and having a career. Technology has some core principles that don't change, but ultimately, technology changes rapidly. What you need to do if you want to have a successful long-term technology career is you need to love to learn. You need to love to consume information. You need to not be afraid to try things and fail. You need to be able to choose paths and follow those paths to completion. If, as technology leaders, we want to attract more qualified people, men and women, people of every gender, people of every discipline, then we also need to do something structurally to how we build technology careers and how we move people through the ranks in companies. We have complicated some elements of the path to a technical career, and at the same time, I think we're collectively confused about what is technical. And then also we need to make the first parts of the career less terrible, for lack of a better word. We need to maybe share the work. We need to automate more some of the tasks at the lower levels and teach people to automate from the very beginning. A female leader whom I admire is Eleanor Roosevelt. She advocated for laid off and fired workers and started camps and societies where they could work, they could make product, they could get money and pay. She advocated for veterans who were returning from World War II and made sure that not only did they get financial help and medical help, but they got mental health help as well. And each of the things she did were flying in the face of conventional wisdom. They were flying in the face of societal norms. But because no one quite knew, she wasn't elected to office, she hadn't really had anyone else doing what she did, she was aware of this. She was acutely aware of this and took advantage of that situation in order to do things that she thought were right. And the beautiful thing about that is she set the stage, she set the tone. Since Eleanor Roosevelt, every First Lady has had a cause, which before that they didn't have. So every First Lady's had a cause, and they've been able to make really huge changes in society because of the example that she set. You know, a big deal about that example is if you find yourself being unique, if you find yourself as one of the few CIOs who are female in Silicon Valley, then you get to define what that role is. You get to take advantage of the moment where no one quite knows what to expect to be authentically yourself. I would say it's not a race. It's just not a race. Don't worry about it. You have all the time you need to be and become who you are. And I'm exactly in the same spot now. I still don't exactly know who I want to be when I grow up, but I'm still in process. I still have wacky dreams. I'm still learning completely new things. There's nothing that's happened to you. There's nothing that you'll experience. There's nothing that you try. There's nothing that you succeed at or that you fail at that you won't use. You can use all the ingredients, and you know, at each stage, those things are precious, those things are valuable, those things are useful. So you're gonna make it. You're gonna love where you end up. It's okay. Maybe the path that got you there was a little crazy, but it's all right. Take a deep breath. No one's gonna judge you but you.